Hello my dear friends, hope you all be fine and doing well. Thank you so much for joining me again. My dear friends, this is another video in the sequence of London system opening. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can play London system in different ways. So in here I'm starting the London system opening by pushing the pawn into D4. So if you didn't watch the other videos of London system opening, please go and watch all the videos, so you should complete your knowledge about this opening. So therefore, when you're playing this opening, so lots of opportunities will come in front of you and easily you will have the setup in your chessboard and you can defeat any level of your opponents if you learn this opening in a perfect way. So lots of great chess players like Magnus Carlsen, Levon Eronian and another grandmasters, they are playing in a highest level this opening. So therefore I'm suggesting you, as a beginner, you should learn this opening because most of the time you are facing with this combination. So your opponent starts simply, you have to continue your opening, the London system opening. So my dear friends, up to here you know that how to set up your opening in this way. So therefore in here, for example, this is one of the very fantastic games happened between two grandmasters. I forgot their names, but I'm going to show you and describe you how you can play if your opponent plays against you. So how you should respond or how you should play in a perfect way this opening. For example, your opponent is pushing the pawn into e6. So now simply you should continue to your opening. Now he is deciding to bring the bishop into d6. Now he is going to threatening your bishop. So my dear friends, this is not a good idea to replace your active bishop with the passive bishop of your opponent. So if you take your opponent bishop, so simply if he takes with queen or if he takes with pawn, so in the same way now he has the control on e4, so control on e5, sorry. So therefore it is not a good idea. So all the time remember one thing: when you are playing London system opening, when you face with in such a situation, you just simply take back your bishop into g3. So now it's slightly better. And also now your opponent is deciding to push the pawn into c5. So simply you have to push the pawn. I told you in another videos that if you see such a move, so simply you should do it c3. So now your opponent goes to castles. Simply you have to take out your pieces. For example, if he is coming here, so you just do your setup. Now pushing the pawn. So pushing the pawn is not a bad idea. You should not afraid of that. You just simply take back your bishop into c2. So now in here the black piece, so he did like this, pushing the pawn. So he want to attack from here. You just simply cover your opening. So he again continue to his attacking. So now in here, my dear friends, you have very good opportunity, and if it's possible, pause the video for only 1 minute and think the best move in here for white pieces. Especially my dear friends, in London system opening, when you are playing, the most important squares that you have in control is e4 and e5. You should not lose the control of these two squares. Whenever you lose these two squares control, so it means that you didn't play London system opening very well. So now you have option to push the pawn into e4. It is very critical situation for black, and especially in here black cannot decide what to do, because if he make a small mistake, for example if he didn't decide to take, for example if he do like this, so now you have this brilliant move. So now you are pushing the pawn into e4. So now black is in a critical situation, because if he make a small mistake, for example if he decides to go another move, so now simply you have this brilliant move pushing the pawn into e5, and now you are taking one of the minor pieces, and that is very good and winning position for you. Black realizes what are you doing, so in here he decides to replace the bishop first. When your opponent takes your bishop, simply you should open a file in each column, so it would be very better for you to attack in the center. So for example if replacements happen, so simply you should take it back. So when your opponents decide to take, so simply you have this brilliant move and brilliant attack. So therefore lots of opportunities and lots of positions will be coming to you. Now you have to take your queen. Also you have this opportunity, and also you are going for a long castle. But if you want to play a little bit more critical, so in this situation you should wait a little bit, and you should not directly push the pawn into e4, as you have this option to push it, but you should wait. First, it's better to take your queen outside into e2. Now it's a little bit complicated for black because you had this opportunity. Now you want to have a little bit more attack and more pressure on black side. For example, if black is deciding to take out the bishop into b7, so especially my dear friends, these moves happened between two grandmasters. That's why I am telling you that all the things happen in the game. I'm just going to tell you that how you can play if you face with such a position. So in here now you have opportunity to push the pawn into e4. Now you are fighting to get the control of the center. So in here, when the black realizes that you are going to push your pawn forward, so he is deciding to take your bishop as he did in the real game. So therefore you should simply take it and you have brilliant attack. For example, if he takes now, so simply you are taking, and when your opponent takes back, so now it's a very good setup for you. Now you are threatening your opponent that I am going to check and mate you. So in here the black piece did this one, this move g6. So it is a very good move for black because it was the only way to protect from check and mate. Because if he made a small mistake, for example, if he made, for example, this opening to protect from this checkmate, so now you have this brilliant checkmate. So this is making fantastic for you, and it's finished for black. So there is no way for black to respond to the checkmate. That's why black decided to do other move. So my dear friends, that's why black decided to push the pawn into g6. So now here you should not move your queen into h4 because this is disaster for you, because your opponent simply can replace your queen. So now it is very good for you. You have good move, but you should not replace your queen because you are in attacking position, and lots of things will happen if you continue to do your opening. So it's very good for you that when your opponent is doing like this, so simply you just go back to into f4. So now you are threatening your opponent that I am going to come into h6, into h6. So in here simply the black piece he did f6 because he realized that if you are coming to h6, so simply he can protect this by his queen. So now you don't have that checkmate opportunity. So there are for lots of options and positions will come like this. So my dear friends, can you find the best move in here? Please pause the video for only 1 minute and think with yourself what is the best move in here for white pieces. If you have this opportunity and if you have this chance to play against your opponent and you have the white pieces, what would be the best move for you in here? So definitely you have this brilliant sacrifice of your bishop. So when your opponent is taking, so you have just simply this check. When he is coming here, so you have this brilliant check. So therefore when he goes here, so you are taking the queen. So therefore it is not a good idea for black pieces. So therefore you have this fantastic opportunity when you are sacrificing your bishop. So in here your opponent realized that this is not a good move. So therefore if he takes, so he would be in a trouble. So therefore lots of pressure you are bringing in here. So for example if he takes, so simply you are taking back. So in here it's a very bad position for black. For example, the only move here is to putting the queen into g7. Again in here you have fantastic check. So maybe he is coming here again, you will have lots of other positions and opportunities. For example, if you are coming here, simply he is taking. So in this way you will bring lots of pressure to your opponent. Okay my dear friends, coming back to this position, In this position, as I told you, when you are bringing your queen into f4, now your opponent is deciding to push the pawn. For example, he thinks with himself that if you take your queen into h6, simply he is protecting this attack, as you can sacrifice your bishop in here. So simply it is a draw. For example, if you take it, so simply he is taking back. So my dear friends, when you are bringing your queen into f4, now your opponent is doing the f6. So in the real game, it happened like this. So in here, my dear friends, you have the best move. Pause the video for only 1 minute, or if possible more than 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, if you are able to find the best move in here for white pieces. It is like a puzzle. If you find out, so definitely you will checkmate your opponent easily. So my dear friends, the best move in here is to sacrifice your bishop into g6. When you are sacrificing your bishop, so your opponent is taking simply your bishop. So now the best move in here is to give a check and sacrifice your rook. So in here, if your opponent takes the rook, so you have this brilliant check, and he has only one place to go. You are taking by check. Now he has only one option to go back. So now you are going simply castle, because now this checkmate into h1 is not defendable, so your opponent cannot defend it. For example, if he takes the queen here, so now you are giving this check. So the only option for him is to cover it with queen, and simply you are taking and giving checkmate your opponent. So coming back, my dear friends, when you are sacrificing your bishop, so simply he is taking. So now you have this fantastic check into h8. Now your opponent thinks with himself, I am not taking the rook, because if I take the rook, definitely I will be mated. So therefore he is going to escape in this way. So when he is going to escape, so you have a fantastic move in here, and pushing your knight into g5 and giving check. So when you are giving this check, so therefore your opponent cannot go here, because you are having this check. When he goes anywhere, you are taking the bishop easily, so it's not a good idea for him. So therefore you will also have opportunity to bring lots of pressure on him. So in the situation like this, so he decides to go back here. Now again you have another fantastic move. If your opponent decides to go into e8, so you have to take the rook by check. So your opponent is taking back. Now you have this brilliant move into e6. Now you are taking the queen. So my dear friends, simply in this way you will have lots of opportunities, you will have lots of winning positions. So thank you so much for watching London system opening, and I hope you enjoyed from this opening. So please study carefully about this opening, so lots of opportunities will be created for you, and you will play chess in a best version of yourself. That's why, my dear friends, few openings are very important as a chess player, especially London system opening for beginner levels, intermediate levels, and professional level. It's very important because it is widely used. And another important opening, I already made a video, Scotch Gambit. Please go into my playing list, and from there you can find 7 videos completely explained about Scotch Gambit. So thank you so much, my dear friends. Please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe the channel.